Manga-Waido.
I got dragged into an alleyway in some country in Asia.
What?
What happened? I thought it was over, but they were just kind people who wanted to buy me local food.
Does that happen?
Apparently, it was rare to see a Japanese person, and what really stuck with me about how they phrased it back then was, I'm Matsasugi Kikukawa. I didn't graduate from a good university, but I was traveling around the world as a backpacker in my 20s, so I'm pretty good at English. Thanks to that, I got a job at this Honda language school, and I've been working here for 30 years now. Kikukawa-kun, your class was lively again today. Boss! Yes, I'm glad to have such easygoing students. This is my boss, Takashi Honda-san. Like me, he also traveled around the world when he was young. The employees who gathered around Takashi-san mostly shared similar backgrounds. While their educational levels weren't particularly high, and some were only middle school graduates, they were all people like me who had long overseas experience, such as former backpackers. The selling point was the opportunity to learn the language in a real-world context. It's generally a nice atmosphere in the classroom, but that said, there are occasionally some weird customers. I paid for these expensive classes, but I didn't pass the exam! What are you gonna do about it? I'm terribly sorry, but our classes aren't for passing exams. Excuse me? He looks like a troublesome customer. Oh, the vice president. Customer, I told you right from the start that our specialty is practical English conversation you can use overseas. I also told you when you signed the contract, but have you forgotten? It doesn't matter anymore. I won't come here again! Really? Please, get home safely. As expected of the vice president, he's got real presence. Vice President Michio Honda, the boss's younger brother, apparently had been practicing karate for years, and the claimer lost his will to fight under the vice president's pressure and went home. According to Takashi-san, Michio-san has always been tall and sturdy. People used to think I was the younger brother. I did karate with him for a little bit, but I never beat him. Takashi-san is easygoing and not money-hungry, whereas Michio-san is meticulous with finances and the type who can speak firmly to employees and customers alike. Maybe because they were good together, but the school was doing very well. Hello. Oh, Nezu-san. Hello. This person is Nezu-san, and has been coming to our school for half a year now. He works for Wide Rental, an office furniture rental company, and recently decided to learn English because they've been getting more foreign customers. Hello! Nezu-san introduced me to this place, and I'm starting from today. I'm Nijimura. I'm one of the teachers, Kikukawa. Nice to meet you. Nijimura-san works for a furniture company and handles overseas purchasing as well. When I was younger, I traveled a lot and was able to speak English, but the past few years, I've just been in Japan, so it's been difficult for me to speak it. If you don't use it regularly, you'll forget it. Let's study together and bring back those old skills. Yes, thank you. They worked together, and we were all around the same age, so we started getting along and went drinking together. There was an Asian country that had a great cafe, and the dog there was so cute. Dogs in every country are so cute, aren't they? They're so healing. You have to be wary of rabies, though. So true. If I saw a dog that looked scary, I'd immediately hid from them. I'll never get tired of hearing your stories from your travels. We were having a jolly good time, but... What? Takashi-san? It seems he had an underlying medical condition, and the boss died suddenly. I will carry on my brother's legacy. From now on, I am the CEO. Everyone, I'm counting on you. Yes! Thus, Michio-san became the boss. But apparently, he'd harbored dissatisfaction with the company's management since his days as vice president, and as soon as he became president, he began implementing reforms. Now that I'm president, I intend to transform this company from the ground up. You guys would be happier if the company thrived and your salaries went up, wouldn't you? First, I decided to hire my son. He's an elite who graduated from W University. Everyone, take my son as an example and work hard in your lectures. Yes. The following week, a handsome guy who looked exactly like Michio-san in build showed up. I'm Katsuki Honda. Nice to meet you. And 3 new young teachers also joined. Michio-san must be serious about management reform. Takashi-san operated under the principle that if you run your business properly, customers will come to you, and thus avoided aggressive advertising. However, as soon as Katsuki-kun and the others joined, Michio-san began actively promoting the business through SNS, online platforms, and flyer advertisements, launching campaigns that prominently featured the younger members. Furthermore, he had young staff members film English lessons and post them on video sites. Hello, I'm Katsuki from Honda Language School. I'm Ryo. Let's have fun studying together. Michio-san has started expanding his operations, hasn't he? I feel like he's doing too much, though. Anyway, we'll just carry on with lessons that make people think language learning is fun, carrying on Takashi-san's vision. Yeah! I talked about that with the teachers, who have been around for a long time, but around 2 months after Katsuki-kun joined, could we get some more classes? We won't be able to start new classes like this. Yeah, we need to think of something. He started saying things that we couldn't start new classes, because we have so many classes. To be honest, having Katsuki teach the classes would be better for the company. What do you mean by that? You're so slow. Do low-educated people need to be explained everything in order to understand? You're saying that your classes would make more money than ours? Exactly. Even if they're more expensive, they'll be full. Customers probably like younger teachers with more energy. Stories about old men are no fun at all. What do you want us to do? No. I just meant that Katsuki and the others can contribute more to the company. Well, you guys figure out what to do with yourselves. You're old enough to understand by now, aren't you? Given your physical condition, it's doubtful you'll be able to keep giving lectures that satisfy the students going forward. Katsuki-kun's also a physical type, who has practiced karate for a long time and continues bodybuilding training even now. He seems to have considerable confidence in his physical strength. So they're basically telling us to quit? Fuck. Then, every time Katsuki-kun and the others saw us, they started making snide remarks like, "Why don't you just quit already?" Or, "Being taught by low-educated people like you won't improve their language skills." But I can't just abandon the customers who've signed up for the course. I feel like that young teacher was glaring at you, Kikukawa-san. That was a pretty hostile look, wasn't it? Did something happen? I apologize for the unpleasantness. There have been some internal issues. There is no need for concern. Really? Well, if anything happens, then please talk to me about it. I don't know if I'll be able to fix anything, though. Just hearing you say that gives me such strength. That said, Katsuki-kun and the others are only getting harder to deal with. Fed up with us refusing to quit, Michio-san decided to close the classes we were teaching. What? Ending this month? No. Don't worry. Katsuki and the others will be offering the same course again. Participants need only sign a new contract to continue their studies without interruption. That's what they call a generational change. Old people are a nuisance, that's all. Furthermore, Michio-san announced that salaries would be adjusted based on the number of courses taught, and our pay was reduced since we were assigned fewer courses. This won't be enough to make a living. So they want us to quit that badly? If they do all this, it doesn't make you want to stay, does it? So we decided to quit at the end of the month. Really? Now Katsuki can have more courses. It's refreshing to think those unsightly old farts will be gone. Now we can use the office more freely. Goodbye to that old age smell. We should celebrate today. I think you'll be informed about it, but I'm actually quitting at the end of the month. What? It's so sudden. I'm sorry. We were all determined to carry on the late president's legacy and work hard together. The other teachers are quitting too? Yes, a few people my age. It'll probably be difficult to find another job, but I'll try my best. Nezu-san, then... Yeah, this is great news! What? At the end of the month, we're gonna miss you. Yeah. If you're not picky, then you'll probably be able to find a new job. Good luck. Yes, and goodbye. Goodbye. Takashi-san, thank you for everything. So we quit Honda Language School that we've been working at for 30 years, and 2 months later, we randomly bumped into Michio-san and the others. Oh, look who it is. Kikukawa-san? Why are you in this rundown building? Are you working part-time as a cleaner? You can't be that bad at picking jobs. Well, it's true that I do work here. So pathetic. You were a popular teacher once. If you bowed down to us, then we might have considered hiring you. But it's good that you can still have a job, even though it's just cleaning. I'm sorry you can't have the opportunity to tell those silly stories from your time abroad. Are you alright? I only heard the end, but they sounded really annoying. They were people from my old workplace, but I don't care, so it's fine. Now I'm glad I quit. That's true. This place Nezu-san introduced you to, even from the outside, it looks like a great workplace where people can work comfortably. Yes. Yes, actually, when I decided to quit Honda Language School, Nezu-san had offered me a job saying, I have the perfect workplace for you. I have the perfect workplace for you. The online language school I'm pitching to seems to be having trouble finding instructors. Since you're a seasoned pro, Kikukawa-san, and a good communicator, I'm sure they'd hire you. Thank you. Please, introduce them to me. All of us who left Honda Language School joined this newly established online language school. That school is now a tenant in this building. While it's good that they were able to secure more instructors than expected and increase the number of class periods, the space for the additional staff became insufficient. As a result, they urgently rented another room in the same building, and Nijimura-san is currently moving furniture into it. Then see you next week. If you don't understand something, then email me anytime. Have a nice weekend. The reviews for your classes are great! Look at these reviews! Oh, 5 stars. Learning real-life English is fun, you know? That's such a nice thing to hear. During breaks between lectures, I created short videos compiling simple everyday conversations and posted them on the school's social media. They became popular, and we gained even more students. Sales are booming. I'm so glad you all came. I knew this was a perfect workplace for you all. I'm having fun interacting with all the students online too. I'll continue doing my best. We were doing really well, but half a year after we changed jobs... There he is! Kikukawa-san! Katsuki-kun? And Michio-san? What's wrong? Please, come back! What? I heard that Katsuki-kun and the others started a lecture series with the same content as the one we were running, but it seems many students withdrew, saying things like, if Kikukawa-san isn't teaching, I'm quitting, or it's not worth listening to, causing enrollment to plummet. To make up for the drop in sales, Michio-san raised the price of Katsuki-kun's lectures, but as a result, even Katsuki-kun's students quit, saying, this is just too expensive, leaving the business on the verge of collapse. But I don't think it would make any difference if I came back. What? because all the previous students have moved over to the online school. Yes, after I quit, students who learned that all of us old-timers had moved over to the online school started leaving Honda language school one after another and became our students. It's more convenient online, and it's cheaper. I don't think the students will go back even if I go back. Well, I have no intention of going back anyway. It's because you kicked them out! It's because you lack business sense, right? Oh no, what should I do about this? Then... Hello, I brought the toner, but... Huh? What's going on? No, actually... So that's what's going on. Both of you. It's not good to make a scene here. Huh? Shut up, outsider! But causing a scene in front of someone else's office is interference with business, isn't it? Let's go home. Nezu-san is so scary. I'm gonna pretend not to have seen anything. After that, Honda Language School closed down. 3 months later, when I passed by again, the building had a different tenant. Oh, it closed down. Oh, you're right. It's truly unfortunate to see my beloved old place end up like this. Well, I was working there for a while, so I do feel sad. So stupid. Why do we have to go through this? We're going to another bar, Katsuki. Oh no, Michio-san and Katsuki-kun. We bumped into some troublesome people. You're Kikukawa! It's your fault! It's your fault we had to close down! Take responsibility for it! Hey, that's way off base. Oh, shut up, outsider! I'm not an outsider. I'm Kikukawa-san's friend. What, do you want to fight? I'm a black belt in karate! Oh, I won't lose either. You asshole! Hey, stop it! Oh, my button came off! Tattoos? Yakuza? But Nijimura-san, that scar... Oh, I showed you something embarrassing. Could it be a gunshot wound? Well, I messed around back in the day. This guy's crazy! Wait, don't leave me behind! I guess they got the wrong idea and just ran off. Well, it's fine. According to what Nijimura-san told me later, he was originally in the ground self-defense force, but left the service and went overseas. After becoming involved in the conflict in Afghanistan, he headed to Southeast Asia. This scar was from combat in Myanmar. I somehow managed to survive, and through a twist of fate, I met the CEO of my current company, and ended up in this job. So you're saying you used to be a mercenary? Well, yes, but that was a long time ago. Well, no wonder a little karate or being buff isn't enough to take him down. Hello. Sorry I'm late. Nezu-san! Nijimura-san was just telling me an interesting story. Today, we're gonna question him lots. Ooh, I'm excited! Let's drink! Since then, I'm still working hard at the online school. Okay, Hiramoto-san. Your pronunciation just now was perfect. Okay, next. This expression. I can't tell stories as exciting as Nijimura-san's, but I'll keep doing my best to convey the joy of using languages, weaving in my own experiences along the way.